welcome back to another sunny day on the Finca. We're back on with the dog kennel. It's early-ish, it's not 10 o'clock yet, so it's still fairly cool, or cooler than it has been for the last couple of days at this time of the day. Sharon's getting on with the dog kennel, or the dog house. There's been a few comments about this. In the UK it's known as a kennel. We don't use the term dog house, so hence the reason I referred to it as a kennel. But dog house, dog kennel, it's the same. We'll call it a dog house. So Sharon's on with creosoting that. As soon as that's done, we can get the felt on the roof. And in the meantime, I'm going to get on with some strimming, because it's like a blooming jungle out there in parts of the land. So there's only the front and the underneath of the roof to do. Yeah, hopefully we'll get it finished today. I know it's dragging on a bit, but we've had struggled so much with the heat. It's a little bit cooler today. It's forecast to only be about 31 Celsius, that is. Not sure what that is. Mid 80s, is it? Fahrenheit? Or high 80s? I'll Google it after and have a look. I'll work it out. So yeah, let's crack on. I was actually going to hack all these up. We don't want it taking over the land, but it's quite pretty, and there are like tons and tons of bees on it, which we need to for our melons. There's one there, can you see him there? I don't know if you can hear them, it's very quiet, but there's a definite hum. So I'm going to leave this. Hello, are you helping? I've got a little assistant here, a noisy one. I won't be doing this bit either, because there's another little baby sleeping there. So yeah, so I've got this bit up the top here, quite long, all around the other car, up by the gate, and the ramp. So yeah, I'll have a go at this, see what we can get done before it gets too hot. So first of all, we need the strimmer. That lives in here. There. Here he is. Pop him on there. Visor and the harness thing. Right, okay, let's have a look at him. So this is the machine. Fuel goes in there, 40-to-1 mixture. It's 3/4 full. It'll probably last us today, that. And on this end we have the cutting bits. It originally came with one of those plastic bump heads on them, so with the strimmer line wound inside it, and you just bumped it on the floor underneath and it released it, and a little bit more line came out as it broke. We got rid of that and got one of these metal things and put this really thick 4mm line in. There's a lot of stones on the ground, and the other stuff, the original orange thin stuff, it just snapped for fun. This actually lasts quite well. I've already had one session with it. So we'll see how far we can get with what we've got in there. So to start it up, there's a little thing under there, a little bubble. You just press, you can see that, don't know. There, you just press that in a few times to prime it, so it goes firm. Put the choke lever on the back there, and pull. Okay, so the line's gone. Finally, there's a bit left, but not much. It's not doing a lot. So what we do, I just slacken this off here, pull the pin out, spin that round, and there we can see the head. I have a little Allen key I keep in a hole in the bench, and another little one in my box. Box of strimmer bits, everything's in here. All cutting things which are not very good. There's the line. There should be another Allen key in here somewhere. Where is it? In one of these bags. Yeah, so there's a hole there. He goes in there and locates into a hole like that. Then we just undo this. That's it. It says. Move that out of the way. Allen bolt just goes in the top there. Then you can take the old ones out. So for the new ones, there's the cutting blade for them. So they want to be twice as long, about there. And I always cut these at a diagonal because they don't go through there otherwise. Because just a bit thick, just a bit on the thick side to get two in. So I'll cut another one the same length. Get an angle. And then we try and get them through. First one goes through easy. The second one. So a little trick I learned, we just put the screw in, shove it in a bit, put the screw in, tighten it down a bit, it squishes it, which allows you to push it all the way through, if that makes sense. He's not wanting to play this one. There we go. There we go. See, they do go through. It's this stuff is 4mm. Yeah, it's actually super strong stuff. Fantastic. If you want to send me a couple of rolls, what they're called, black and black tornado, be much appreciated. I'll give you a plug. So what I do now, put that back in, tighten that up. I'm guessing that'll do then. The problem is that gets full of grass and dirt inside, so it's difficult to get the key in. So there for the bin, just flip that back over, it clicks in, tighten it up, and we're ready to go again. Underneath of the roof's coming along. Sharon's got a kneeling pad there to save her knees. Absolutely horrendous job, fair play to her, doing the underneath of that, but it's only a one-off. Alright, so that's all the strimming I'm doing for today. I've done round the deposit, done up the ramp there, pretty good, found the solar panels, still need to do down there, done all around this tree. I'm leaving those because they've got bees in it, and we like bees to pollinate our melons, which are here. Done round that tree, looks a lot better. Done loads actually. Them bits there will have to be pulled out by hand, you can't really strim them. Well, I missed a bit there, but not to worry. All the left hand side basically, past the cart, right up to the gate. Looks much tidier. Now I've just got the right hand side to do. Again, I did that though not long ago, so it's not too bad. And this bit from earlier, where the gate post is, Looks so much better now, doesn't it? So much better. Fabulous. Let's see how the kennel painting's coming along. How you doing, sweetie? The roof's done. The horrible bit's done.
All over it. And it's hard because it's
oh, wonderful! Look at that.
Soaks it in, but that's done.
Just this front bend and a leg and
the
a
frame and then the front and
oh, fabulous, fabulous-tastic. Well done. It's getting a bit hot now, isn't it? Again.
It is, yes. I'll be glad when I've finished. Well, that's it. Me done. I'm just ready for the felt now on the roof. Thank you to the person that mentioned about the kneeling mat. We've actually got 2 in the workshop, and why didn't I think about it on Sunday? So brilliant. Thank you very much.
And we get quite a lot of questions in the comments about planning permissions and building regs and stuff in Spain. A lot of people are very confused about it. That's because it's very confusing. So I'm not the gospel on this. I don't take what I say as the fact or truth or whatever. But I will try and tell it as I understand it. There are basically 2 types of building permits, a minor works license and a major works license. A major works license obviously includes things like putting a new roof on, building an extension, extending property, or putting down concrete bases, because that can be classed as an extension to the size of the house. Anything big like that. And then a minor works license is for things like, you are actually, if you have a new kitchen installed, for example, you're supposed to get a minor works license. A lot of people don't. But it may seem a bit silly. It possibly does seem a bit silly, but it's the law and you've got to do it. Now, for what we've got here, we've got to get a project which is upper level again from a major works license, because we're doing the whole place, from top to toe. But there are limits and restrictions on what we can do. For example, we can't put a new roof on, although we can repair the roof that's here. We're not allowed to make any changes to the outside of the building. We can maintain what's already here and we can replicate what's already here, but we can't put an extension on. For example, we can't re-roof it with a different material, but we can repair what's here. So yes, it is very confusing. And even things like building sheds, as I understand it, and I've just built a dog shed, a dog chalet. It's not even a dog house, this one, it's a dog chalet. Because it's not on a concrete base, as I understand it, I don't need permission for it. If I were to put a concrete base down for it, or connect it to the mains, that's another way you need permission. We don't have any mains here at all anyway, so that's not an issue for us. Then you would need permissions for it. For example, if you've got a porch, an open porch, and you want to close that in with glass, as a lot of people do, glass curtains and stuff, you need a minor works license for that. So, what was the other thing? Repainting interiors. I've never heard of this one, although it has been mentioned. I wouldn't see why you'd need a minor works license to repaint, although you do if you want to change your kitchen. Anything else? Yeah, I think that's about it really. But I think the key is, whatever you want to do, check with your local ayuntamiento, the local town hall, or speak to what they call an architect on it. If you want to buy a shed, perhaps speak to the people that are selling you the shed, and they should be able to advise you on what you need, you know, with regards to just sticking it on the ground, or whether you want to put a concrete base down. So I hope that sort of clears it up a little bit. But yes, pretty much for anything fixed, you need, you know, roof extensions. To build a brick garage, I suppose, with a concrete base, you'd need a major works license for that. It all costs lots of money, of course, as well, for all this. For other things, you know, you need a minor works license. But again, depending on what you wanted to, check with your town hall. And I know people who put new roofs on the house, they've not even got any permission at all. I know people who fitted kitchens and not had any permissions at all. But then I know another chap who converted he had a little outbuilding, which was a good condition outbuilding, but it was designated as a storage. He converted it into a little granny flat, and they, you know, absolutely hammered him for it and made him take it all out. So yeah, check with your local, you know, ayuntamiento, or, you know, with a local architect, to clarify exactly what you want to do, and be specific about it, and make sure you keep within the law, because they just make you take it down if the worst comes to the worst. They don't mess about.
Well, we've had another good day on the Finca. Finished the creosoting of the kennel. Can't tell you how pleased I am about that. What a nightmare of a job, especially doing that roof inside, because I was doing it this way, it was dripping all over me. I was covered again. Andy's done a great job on the strimming. I'm just going to go this afternoon and get those pesky thistle type things out that the strimmer doesn't really touch, but they're easy to pull up, so I'm going to do a bit of that this afternoon. It was too hot in the end to get the felt on the roof, so hopefully that's something we can do first thing in the morning before the sun gets too hot.
Another tomorrow.
I know, mañana, that's what it's like living in Spain. Yeah.
And plus the other thing as well, the weeds and stuff, it is a serious fire risk as well. So it's important. If we don't do them, they'll just take over. Yeah. So it is very important that, you know, we keep it all neat and under control as well. Because the last thing we want is a fire sweeping across the land.
And our neighbour, he doesn't live there, but the farmer, the guy that owns the other properties around, he's always strimming, and he's mentioned to us before that he's concerned about fire at this time of the year, so to keep him happy as well.
It's a big tinder box.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you as always for watching. Thank you to all our subscribers. We hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Back again tomorrow with some more, yeah.